Today we will discuss about laws of refraction of light and the refractive index. Okay, so what are laws of refraction of light? Refraction of light have two laws: the incident ray, the refracted ray, and the normal to the interface of the transparent media at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. The second law, the ratio of sign of angle of incidence to the sign of angle of refraction is a constant for light of a given color and for the given pair of media. This is also called Snell's law. Mathematically, you may write sin I by sin r equal to constant, and this constant is called refractive index of the second medium with respect to the first medium. This law of refraction is an experimental law. We can prove it from experiment. So to prove the law of refraction, let us understand experiment, that is refraction through a rectangular glass slab. To do this experiment, we need a glass slab, 4 hairpins, and a drawing sheet. First, what we do, so this is your glass slab. Now draw the outer line of the glass slab. It is EFGH. Okay. Draw a normal N1. First draw a incident ray. AB is the incident ray. You fix your two hairpins A and B. Okay. On the other side of the glass slab, you can see the image of A and B here in the glass slab. So looking at this side, other side of the glass slab, you fix two hairpins C and D such that the hairpin CD and the two hairpins AB, that is the refracted image of AB inside the glass slab, here we will see the refracted image. So A, B, C and CD, they should lie in one line. By looking this refracted line, you draw this pin position C and D. Then you take this glass slab out and join this line. You join this line. Okay. Draw a perpendicular here. So you have two refraction. One refraction here from air to glass, another refraction here from glass to air. This is the angle of incidence. This is the angle of refraction for the refraction at this surface, and this is the angle of refraction, angle of incidence I2, and this is the angle of refraction R2. Okay. So this ray is called the refracted ray, and this ray is called the emergent ray, and the dotted line is the original path of light. It is the original path of light. Due to refraction, the light has been bent, and it is traveling in air medium along the same direction. So if you draw a normal from O to this normal, if you draw a normal like this, then this is called lateral displacement. This is called the lateral displacement of the array. Okay. So the refraction takes place at both air glass interface and glass air interface. Here, this is your air glass interface and this is your glass air interface. Light ray traveling obliquely from rarer medium to a denser medium. This is rarer medium, this is denser medium. Okay, bends towards the normal. Okay, when light travels from rarer medium to denser medium, it bends towards the normal, and when light ray travel from denser medium to rarer medium, it bends away from the normal. This you can see in the experiment. If you measure the angles I1 and R1 and put the value of sin I1 divided by sin R1, it will be equal to a constant quantity. And that constant is called refractive index of this material, of this glass slab. Similarly, if you take sin I2 divided by sin R2, it will be also same constant value, which is called the refractive index of the glass material. So what is refractive index? Refractive index of a material is a dimensionless number that describes how fast light travels through the material. It is denoted by the symbol n. If I write n21, it means refractive index of second medium with respect to the first medium. Okay, if I look to this figure, if light is traveling from this medium to this medium, this is medium 1 and this is medium 2, then instead of writing n, if this is medium 1 and this is medium 2, you write n21. n21 is equal to speed of light in medium 1 divided by speed of light in medium 2. Okay, if medium 1 is water and medium 2 is glass, you write n GW. Okay, you write n GW, that is equal to speed of light in water divided by speed of light in glass, that is equal to VW divided by VG. If I write n12, then it is called refractive index of first medium with respect to the second medium. Okay, if I write nWg, okay, first medium with respect to second medium, I may write nWg, that is speed of light in glass divided by speed of light in water, Vg divided by Vw. Okay, if the first medium is air or vacuum, the refractive index is called absolute refractive index. Okay, absolute refractive index of the medium is written as Nm, and that is equal to speed of light in air divided by speed of light in vacuum, or in the medium, that is equal to C divided by V. The velocity of light in vacuum or air is equal to 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay, the absolute refractive index of a medium is simply called its refractive index. The absolute refractive index of some material is given here. For air it is 1, for ice it is 1.31, for water it is 1.33, like this. Okay, an optically denser medium may not possess greater mass density. For example, mass density of kerosene is less than the water. Mass density of kerosene is less than that of water, but the optical density of kerosene 1.44 and water is 1.33. It is greater, but mass density is smaller. Okay. Now let us discuss some questions. A ray of light traveling in air enters obliquely into water. Does the light ray bend towards the normal or away from the normal, and why? Yes, light ray will bend towards the normal, as you see in the figure. because when light travels from rarer medium to denser medium, its speed decreases. Okay. Next question. Light enters from air to glass having refractive index 1.5. What is the speed of light in glass? The speed of light in vacuum is given 3.3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. From the expression for refractive index, we know refractive index of glass, absolute refractive index of glass is equal to C by V. Okay, so V will be equal to C by Ng. So 3 into 10 to the 8 divided by 1.5. So it will be equal to 2 into 10 to the 8 meter per second. The speed of light in glass is 2 into 10 to the 8 meter per second. Next question. The refractive index of diamond is 2.42. What is the meaning of this statement? This means that the speed of light in diamond will reduced by a factor 2.42 as compared to its speed in air. So refractive index is a measure of the velocity of the light in that medium as compared to air. Next question. You are given kerosene, turpentine oil and water. In which of these does the light travel fastest? Okay. So we know the refractive index for kerosene is 1.44, the refractive index of turpentine oil 1.47 and the refractive index of water is 1.33. So if you compare this, the refractive index of water is least among the three. So the refractive index of water is least than kerosene and turpentine oil. So light travels fastest in water.